Hey, what's going on, y'all? Coming at you with a video today about spending your time versus wasting it. Now, it's altogether too easy to waste our time. To waste our time doing pointless things that give us no return on our time. It's too easy. What does that really look like, though? It looks like spending an hour on Instagram when you were just there to respond to somebody. But now, you're scrolling and scrolling for 15, 30 minutes. That looks like going on to Netflix. You know, you're just trying to watch one or two episodes, and then binge watching 4 episodes, 5 episodes, maybe damn a whole season, just because you can't stop. You gotta get your fix. You know, these vices, they got us by the balls. They got us wasting our time. Pornography, and these apps like Instagram and Facebook, they got us wasting our time. How do we counter this? We have to make sure that when we're spending our time, it's not depreciating. So I mean, that means don't bury it. Don't bury it into something where you're not getting steady returns. At the same time, you have to make sure you are getting a return on your time. And that you're investing it into something where in the future, the returns may be massive. Now, note I say may. You're always going to be taking a risk here. But you might see massive gains if you just cultivate good ground. If you cultivated that good land and you planted your seeds in it, and you constantly take care of it. Constantly, even through the dry season, even through the season where it seems like shit ain't gonna work. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep working. You're gonna see returns on your investments. At the very least, and this is why it matters that you balance whether you're getting instant returns or returns down the line. But you want to have enough instant returns that you're able to support yourself and keep growing through those times where you have to invest long term. That's what spending your time. That's spending your time wisely. That's what that looks like. Because there are going to be moments in this life where you don't see an instant return. You're going to need that currency, that time, that energy, whatever you're trying to be spending. Times in life where you're going to wish that you had some instant returns. Or you're going to wish that you had invested in something with instant returns. What does that look like? Instant returns versus long term, you know. Instant returns would be things like reading a book. And a lot of things have both. A lot of things have both involved, you know what I'm saying? So you're reading a book that has short-term rewards where you read a book, you get that knowledge. Whatever the work itself of reading the book gives you the knowledge. And that's the reward. The work is the reward. You just gain knowledge from reading. What else? Improving yourself. That's something you're going to see an instant reward on. If you just start applying discipline, and like I was talking about at the beginning, our desires often control us. So finding control over self, control over one's urges, that you will see instantaneous rewards. You will see instantaneous rewards in your habits, in your attitude, in your ability to handle the things that life throws at you. You know, a lot of people get distracted and thrown off course because they have no discipline to stay on it. Implementing discipline into specific areas of your life, improving in specific areas of your life, will naturally bleed into others. It's worth putting time into self-growth, especially because you get to see those instantaneous rewards. Not only you get rewards down the line, long-term rewards, and then you get to see yourself in 6 months having improved and grown stronger, more efficient, more capable, you know, better able. That's what you want to see 6 months down the line. You want to see some actual growth. And that means that everything you do today, you have to be watching. You have to be aware of. And you have to be questioning yourself whether this is going to get you where you want to be in 6 months. Whenever you're laying on the couch, doing nothing, you have to ask yourself, is this going to push me to where I would like to see myself in 6 months? Because if it's not, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your energy. Think about it. Whenever you spend an hour scrolling through apps, constantly feeding yourself, goop gop, just post, entertainment, whatever it is, feeding yourself, pointless. It's not even entertaining to a certain degree. You're barely even scoffing, barely even letting the fucking nose chuckle out. Barely even entertaining, and they got it hooked. They got designs that you stay on these apps. They got designs that you want to be on these apps, and you're not even seeing what you want to see. But every couple fucking posts, every 6 posts, and then you see something you like, and then now you're scrolling, you're in the loop again, waiting to see something you like. They got a design to keep us like rats in a cage, wasting our energy. So, after you're on these apps, how do you feel? Spend an hour on these apps. You feel drained. You feel like this thing just took something. Like, are you able to then, after going on this app for an hour, do something productive for an hour? I would say for most people, the answer is no. Most people, in fact, spend an hour on their apps as a way to relieve the stress of wasting their lives at work, of wasting their lives doing something with barely any returns, pretty much depreciating. You have to value, for one, value your time, but you have to appraise your time. You have to figure out exactly what your time is worth, and don't demand a cent less. Don't charge a cent less, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you figure that your time is really, really valuable, if you figure this out, then don't sell your time for cheap. Don't sell your energy for cheap. And once you realize that, and just put into perspective, like, oh fuck, I'm only here once. Someone once told me, you're gonna die at the end of this, right? It's good to keep in mind. Oh fuck, I'm gonna stop existing. The entity, me, Caesar, I'm gonna stop existing someday. So that means my time is super fucking valuable because it's limited. This bitch is rare, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker is rare, bro. I'm stepping out like motherfucking expensive, bro. Like, when you walk around, you better feel like you're a damn king. You better feel like you're gold, diamonds, nigga. Because if you're walking around like you're worthless, if you're walking around or at the very least, if you're spending your time, wasting your time here and there, your time depreciates, your time is worthless, and you're willing to sell it out for chump change. For minimum wage. It's sick. It's sick how they got us complacent. I'll tell you this, the only way to make real change is to question how you're spending your time now. And then start cultivating good ground. Start cultivating the ground you want to grow your crops in. The ground you want to see results come from. If you invest into that ground, like for me, that looks like my YouTube, that looks like school, that looks like exercise. Invest into that good ground, you will reap good fruit in due season. It's about consistency. Again, if you put in, but at the very end you stop, you may not see those returns you desire. You may have all the instant returns you gained, but those long-term returns, long-term returns, they might fall short, They might be below your expectations if you didn't put in the work to achieve the maximum. So, again, moving into every single scenario, every single day of your life, you have to question your activities, question your actions, question your schedule. What am I doing today that's worthwhile? And how much time am I spending on things that don't actually matter, that get me nowhere? Again, spending our time versus wasting it. It's a big deal. You only get one shot, one chance. I think that's pretty much all for y'all. I would say, lastly, closing thoughts. If you're someone who talks big talk about self-improvement, talks big talk about growing and becoming a better individual. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your time and your energy where your mouth is. Because that's your currency. So if you're out here saying, I want to be somebody, if you're out here dreaming, if you're out here desiring something better for your life, you better be putting the action in. Put your money where your mouth is. You want to see those results, you got to put in the effort. And you have to have faith. Because sometimes those instant returns, they don't stack up. They don't pile up. So, got to hold on for those long-term results. All right, y'all. I hope that really cleared it up. It really made you perhaps consider the difference between wasting your time, wasting your life, and wasting your energy and essence versus spending it. And spending it wisely. Spending it on things that return to you, ideally tenfold. All right? You want to make a real profit off it. All right, y'all. Hope you enjoyed spending some time in this beautiful nature. I'm sure some of y'all really need to get out here. Enjoy some of this beautiful nature yourselves. All right. Take care, y'all. Peace.